Hello, Michelle. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. I'm in a different location, if you guys can tell. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see.
I can see. Wow, your life is just changing a lot this summer. A big move, lots of changes, Michelle. So, when it comes to all these changes, would you say that you are good at compromising on certain things that are related to your
Good
summer and the
question.
changes?
Yes, you have to be, right? I have to it's interesting because right now I'm in more of an area where well, I can walk to some places, but for example, taking my daughter to camp, I have to drive,
Yeah.
things like that. So things are a little bit different and it's interesting because my kids are right now saying, "Oh, we want to walk. We want to walk." And I said, "Well, it's like a 2-hour walk and a
Oh my
5-minute car."
gosh. Oh,
So
they're in the city mentality. I love it. I love
yes,
it.
and it's making
Oh,
me so sad. I mean, we can still walk to
yeah.
things right now, but it's just totally different, and we're all feeling it, I think.
Oh my gosh, I know. I love the walking environment of New York, and it's hard to be out of that. You do miss it whether you're 3 years old or 53 years old.
Yeah.
You miss it. It's true. So, we're getting into something today. And what are we talking about on the podcast? Something related to compromise.
Yes, yes. We are going to talk about a very versatile expression that can be used for multiple things to make deals, to compromise, or even to just show that you're taking something into consideration. Lindsay, what is it?
All right, here's the phrase. Well, there are a lot of variations of this phrase. I think we're going to go through it, but the basic phrase, the full phrase is I'll tell you what.
I'll
I
tell you
will
what.
tell you what, right?
Right.
I'm excited for this one today, Michelle, because it is incredibly native and natural. This
Oh,
is an element of just native speech, and I can't wait to tell our listeners all about it. Yeah?
yes, and this is, inspired from my daily life where sometimes I'll just say something and I say, "Oh, whoa, 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 we gotta do this on the show." So, again,
Right,
guys, this is "I'll tell you what." It's not so it's "I will tell you what," but we don't really
right.
say, "I will tell you what." We say, "I'll
No
tell you
way.
what."
That's right. That's right. Exactly. So, guys, before we get into it today, hit that follow button
Yes.
right now in your podcast player. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you're on Spotify, maybe you're on YouTube. In that case, you hit subscribe. That would be the
Yep,
equivalent in the YouTube world. Make sure
yep,
you're following All Ears English. So,
yes.
Michelle, what exactly does it mean? First of all, I'll
Right,
tell you what. I'll tell you
right.
what. What
Right.
does it
Well,
mean?
yeah. So this is it's really a signal
Yeah.
that you're about to introduce an idea, a plan, a deal, a compromise. So we're going to
Yes.
go through some examples, a lot of examples today.
Yes.
But it's an introduction expression.
Yes.
It's signaling something. So
Hmm.
before we get into some examples, we want to remind you guys episode 2241 just a couple weeks back we did was "You Tell Me Snarky Snapbacks in English," and that kind of reminds me sometimes these little expressions can have so much meaning. So
So much meaning. We want to show you guys always how to connect in English. And these little things, they do it for you. They help you to connect because they're so natural.
yeah.
So let's go right into an example so our listeners
Okay.
can see it in action. So here we go. Michelle, you want to read the example?
Okay, here we go. "I'll tell you what, you can have the ice cream if you don't run away from me at the playground anymore."
You're making a deal. Making a deal.
Yes. Yep, making a deal, exactly. So it's a very good expression. Probably when I did use this, it was probably with my kids, making a deal. Okay, you do this and you can have this. That's a whole other conversation about kids and bribery, and some people believe it's
Right.
okay and some people don't like it. So but
not not actual bribery.
no, 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 not actual bribery, like bribery with candy and things like that. So
Right,
that's
right,
actually
right,
that's a
right.
good maybe I'll do a good an
That's a
Instagram post about that or a whole episode. You never know. But
yeah.
here you're
Yeah.
making a deal. Lindsay, what's another example?
Here's an example. I'll tell you what. I'll work on the flyers if you print them on the day of the meeting. So again, deal making, right? Making a deal. I'll do this
Mhm.
if you do that.
Mhm.
It's like
Mhm.
it's the and this is how a lot of times this is how things work. Someone does something and then the other person wants to
Yeah.
reciprocate in
Yeah.
some way.
This
Or
reminds me now of the expression you scratch what is it? I'll scratch your
you
back. Who
yeah.
scratches?
Yeah, you scratch my back,
My
I'll
back,
scratch yours.
which is
Yes,
very
yes.
funny sounding.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah. Okay, or here we go. I'll tell you what, I'll get the plates, but can you pick up the coffee?
Nice. So this could be, I mean, Michelle, the situations I could imagine here would be maybe we're both volunteering for an
Mhm.
organization on a Saturday and there are things we have to do before we arrive, or
Yeah.
maybe we're coworkers, or maybe we are family members preparing for a family barbecue. A lot of scenarios, right?
Many, many, many scenarios, I think. But Lindsay, what about work? Do you think this could be used at work or more out of work? What do you think?
Yeah, as we always say, and guys, if you're not subscribed to Business English, go over and check it out. But you bring your full self to work. And we
Mm.
often find ourselves, even in a business meeting where we are delegating responsibility, we might use this. It just
Yeah.
depends on who's around you, who's in the room. Are you talking to with clients or around clients? Michelle, what do
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, right, exactly. You have to think about who you're talking to. Are you the person who's supposed to be making the deals? Or,
Right.
you might not say this to your boss. It
Yes.
really depends
Yes.
on the situation, I guess. But
Yeah.
this is really about this deal making, or you. It sounds like when you use this, it sounds like you're taking charge. You're making the decision almost.
Yeah, and I think we should take a second to just talk about the variations of this, the ways that people change this in natural speech,
Hmm.
right? Before we go into the role play and other ways to say it, there are other ways to say this exact phrase,
Hmm.
right? So, for example, instead of saying, I'll tell you what, I tell
Hmm.
you what, I tell you what. I
I
hear that
tell
all the
you.
time. It's just that
Hmm.
we don't take the time to add the I'll, the
Right.
will, okay?
Right, right, right.
Mhm.
Or just tell you what. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
and it's not tell you what, it's tell you what. Tell you
Tell
what.
you what. Tell you what. Okay, so that's actually what you guys are going to hear. Less than I'll tell you what, because we just don't have time to say that. Okay.
Right, right, right.
All right.
Yeah, it really depends, but it's good to know these variations for sure. So let's do a
Yes.
little role play to show how this would work.
Yes.
We have a
Okay.
lot of role plays for today. So I know you guys
Nice.
love those role plays. So here we go. So Lindsay, you are the waiter and I am the customer.
Okay, here we go. Ready.
Okay. You too.
All right, you're first.
No, you're first. Sorry, it says waiter L.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
know that was.
Okay, what can I get you?
I'll have the salad with the dressing on the side.
Oh, you know what? The dressing is really good. It's better mixed in a little.
But I don't like it too much.
I'll tell you what. I'll put light dressing, but mixed in. That would be good.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Nice, nice. And yeah, so I could see this as a scenario where this would come out and she's kind of making a deal, making a compromise, but she wants you to try the dressing,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you usually
Mhm.
get your dressing on the side? Do you get it mixed in? What do you do?
I usually just go for it. I mix it in, have them mix it in. I'm not afraid.
You're not afraid.
Not afraid, not afraid. Just put it in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like dressing. I don't like dry salad. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I try not to.
Yes.
Sometimes it's too much for me though, so I usually do add it
Mm,
to the side and put it in. But yeah,
yeah.
sometimes Dan will say, "No, no, no, just ask them for light, and then have them mixed in. It's so much better that way." So, yeah, exactly. So,
Nice.
all right, so here we are, friends. Okay,
Okay. Yes. Here we go.
I don't think we can make it on time.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I can leave 20 minutes early if we don't grab a drink after. Okay. So
Okay,
again, making a plan, figuring out how to make it work. Right.
exactly.
I also could see this. I mean, you have kids and you probably take them out to eat, combining the situation of a waiter or waitress speaking to a kid and saying, and making some
Mm,
kind of deal. Like, let's say the kid says, no, I don't want broccoli. I don't like broccoli. And the waiter says, I'll tell you what, I'll bring you a little broccoli on the side and we'll put some salt on it or something.
mhm.
Making a deal, trying to get the kid to eat the broccoli that the parents want, something like that. Right.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. That could happen.
Yes. Okay. Now, all right, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to talk about other ways that native speakers say this, right, Michelle?
Mhm.
Okay, Michelle, what are some other ways we might say this? What would you say?
Okay, so you could say, "Here's the deal." This one sounds
Mm,
a little bit more direct to me, but
yeah,
more
I
so than
agree.
the other ones. Yeah, you think so? But you could
Yeah.
use it. You could say something like, "Here's the deal. I can bake the cake if you help me with the setup."
Yeah, it's kinda really saying, "Look, I'm gonna arrange this,
I made it up.
this kinda quid pro quo type thing, and this is what we're gonna do." It's much more direct, you're right, I would say.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah. And what's another
Um,
way?
or let's do this, and this one doesn't feel quite as direct, but it is actually direct, right? "Let's do
Mhm.
this. You order the printer paper, and I'll make the calls." I
Mhm.
like that
Right.
one too, actually. I tend to use that
Let's
more, I
do
think.
this.
"Let's do
I think
this."
so too. Yeah, it is funny what you said. It doesn't seem as direct, but it is definitely. It just sounds a little less direct. I'm not sure why. Maybe because
I
of
mean,
the let's.
let's do this. Yeah, it kind of signifies a group action, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
all of these are just saying I'm gonna drive a solution here,
Right.
right? Yes.
Definitely. I mean,
Hmm.
Lindsay, why do you think this compromising or coming up with solutions is important? I mean, it's just so much deal like there's so much connection involved in this skill. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
yes, connection. It's all about connection here at All Ears English. So this is a huge, compromise is connection. Compromise creates connection. You need some level of connection to actually enter into a compromise. And
Yeah.
so it's huge. If people don't think you're willing to compromise, they're not going to want to work with you or talk with you. But at work, it needs to be directed to the right person, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
So would you say this to a boss? Like, are
Right.
you making a
Yeah.
deal with the boss? You do this, I'll do that.
The only time I think it could work is maybe your boss is a little unsure of something.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't as involved in the project and they're just kind of checking on everything, and
Mhm,
maybe they
mhm.
get a little unclear about what's going on and they need you to kind of take charge in that moment.
Sure,
You know
sure.
what? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, and I think a lot of companies want people to own projects
Right.
100%, right?
Right.
So there may be a scenario, just know your manager, know
Right.
what they expect and their communication style, and kind of just monitor that tone a little bit,
Yeah.
depending on
Yeah.
who you're around, I would say, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
If it
Definitely.
feels like you're starting to kind of delegate and order people around, not a good thing,
Yes,
right?
exactly
Um,
right, exactly right. So, should
yeah.
we put them all together?
All right, one more role play. Let's do it, Michelle. So
Okay.
here, I'm getting married, and
Mhm.
you are my maid of honor. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, exactly. I had fun writing this one. Okay, here we go.
It's wedding season. I mean, it's wedding
That's
season.
true,
So
that's true.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, you look amazing.
Oh, but my hairstyle is already falling out.
Oh, no. Wait, you're right.
Oh, geez. Okay.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'll tell you what, you just relax, and I'll go call the stylist and tell her to come back.
Okay, okay. This isn't going well.
It's fine, I can take care of it.
Here's the deal. I need to be ready for pictures in 20 minutes. You have to do my hair.
No, 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 I'm not good at hair.
Just try.
Uh, okay. Let's do this. You hold this piece and I'll get a clip.
Okay. Oh, we have a little bridezilla action going on. Maybe not really, but just sort of a typical
No,
wedding day panic.
panicked,
And the
panicked.
hair always comes out, doesn't it, Michelle? It
Uh,
always comes out.
oh, does it ever? That was like for me. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about
Did
my
your hair
hair.
come out? Oh no.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Ugh,
Oh
it was
yeah. Mine did
by
too a
the end
little
of
bit.
by
Yeah.
the end of the night, it was all sweaty and gross. I'm just like,
Well, by the end
yeah,
of the night, it's probably okay, but as long as for the ceremony, I mean, you're getting up early. I remember, I think I had my hair done at like 7 a.m. and the
yeah,
ceremony was at 4 p.m.
yeah.
I mean, it's just
Right,
like, how do you expect your hair to stay
right.
together in the summer? Right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, right, because I got married and also in warm weather in September, and you got married
Yeah.
in
In
July? Yeah,
July,
right.
July, yeah, very hot. So anyways, complications of being a bride.
That's right.
Um, all right, Michelle, let's go through our role play. So you said, so I'm having a problem with my hair, and you're gonna make a deal with me now. So you're gonna say, okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
I'll
I
tell
thought
you what, you
right.
just relax and I'll go call. You're being a very good maid of honor.
Right, I'm kinda because 'cause you're starting to panic, so I'm trying
Yes.
to just take as much pressure off of you as possible. So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's the job. That's the job of the maid of honor, right?
Yeah,
That's a good maid of honor. They're supposed to really be there for the bride and take care of everything that arises. Be right by their side. Yeah? This in
exactly.
traditional American wedding. So, okay, next one. What did you say? What did I
Uh,
say?
you s you said, "Here's the deal." So I'm presenting the plan, and you said, "Here's the deal. I need to be ready for pictures pictures in 20 minutes. You have to do my hair. So I'm saying I need to be ready so we don't have time. Or you're saying you need to be ready so you don't have time for calling the stylist and getting her back. So you're proposing that I do your hair.
Yes, exactly. And then you're saying, "Oh, okay, let's do this." So you're actually conceding. You're saying, "Okay, I will do the hair. I don't want to, but I'll do it. You hold this piece, and I'll get a clip." This
Okay.
really show I like these because compromise, yes, but also pivoting, frequent pivoting. When
Right.
scenario like a wedding day is a perfect example. Things are constantly changing. Uh, I know we had lots of mishaps. Like some people started walking too early, and
Yeah.
then we couldn't find my dog, and all these different not
What?
really, but like no, like he was just going crazy
That's
outside,
so
and
funny.
like things there something always goes wrong in this kind of
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah, yeah.
And so pivoting, okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Right.
All
Right,
let's do
right.
let's do this. We're always reworking the plan,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, and we have to have
Yes.
that flexibility, so these expressions also help you with that as well. Just, "Okay, we're gonna do this, okay, it's you know what it is? It's the expression is thinking on your feet.
Love that. Yes, that's it. I mean, so
Mhm,
that's the takeaway for today. A big piece of being fluent in English and being
mhm.
connected when you speak is being able to think on your feet. And now, guys, you have the words to do it. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, this was a fun one.
Yeah.
And fun talking about our weddings and just fun talking about it in general. So thanks guys for listening and yeah, good luck using these.
All right. Take care, Michelle. Talk to you very soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.